Hi friends, Roy here. Today I'm going to give you some tips on how to buy your new home and sell your current home. I'm here today at my close friend's mid-century Rambler getting ready to put it on the market. They came to me a few months ago looking for a plan to buy a larger home in Capitol Hill and sell their current home here in Northeast Seattle. Like a lot of my friends, their situation changed during the pandemic and their current home isn't what they wanted anymore. Since they bought this home 5 years ago, they went from 1 kid to 2, and they're working from home a lot more, and they were yearning for a better access to downtown. Their new home is now their forever home, which means this one could become yours. The recent slowdown in the market was exactly what my friends needed to be able to buy the new home before selling this one. Today, I'm going to go over the 3 options that I went over with my friends to make this whole process work. The top 3 options to be able to buy your next home and sell your current home are as follows. Option 1, buy contingent on the sale of your current home. Option 2, buy your next home and then immediately sell your current home. Or option 3, sell your current home and then start the process for buying up to your next home. Bonus option number 4, buy your new home and rent your existing home. But wait, I thought we were talking about how to sell your current home while buying a home at the same time. Just wait a second, calm down, I'll get to that. Before we go any further, take a moment to like and subscribe, or do me one better and send this to your friend who's been thinking about buying a new home in Seattle. You know who you are. Option 1, buy contingent. Real estate people use terms all the time that make 0 sense, and buy contingent is one of those terms. Here's what it means. You're making an offer on a home, and that offer is contingent on the sale of your existing home. This option is tough because in order to get the seller to agree to this type of contingency, you need to flex in other ways to make your offer more attractive. This could mean spending over asking price or not negotiating on repairs on the new home. You will also need to make sure to price your old home at a price you know it will sell quickly, because ultimately your old home needs to sell and close before your new one can. I can already see your eyes glazing over, so if this sounds like your best bet, my teammate Lindsay made a great video explaining the entire process along with tips and tricks last fall. I'll drop a link. Before you decide this is your path, please call us at least a month in advance. We need to make sure your home is Diva ready so you can win with this type of buy-sell. This option went away for a few years because of the speed of our market, but I'm seeing it happen more and more often now. Option 2, buy your next home and then immediately sell your existing home. My friends here decided to take this option for their move. The biggest reason why is because they have young kids. The idea of having to move into temporary housing while the kids were in school and they were working from home was going to be a nightmare. If you have enough cash on hand, or you can tap into the equity of your current house to buy your next home, make the move. Then immediately sell your existing home. Right now, it's pretty easy to buy a home with a lower down payment. 20% is the gold standard, but we're seeing more and more buyers with 10% and 5% with regularity. And as soon as your old home sells, you can talk to your lender about using the proceeds from the sale to adjust to your new mortgage. Diva Kim did a video about this last summer that detailed out exactly what you need to do to buy a home while you own a home. Funny story, when my friends bought this house, they bought it before selling their old house. And I actually end up having quite a few clients that choose this option as their preferred option. But what these friends learned the first time around is to continually maintain their home and make improvements as often as you can. Getting your home Diva ready does not happen overnight. So what is Diva ready exactly? Well, I'm glad you asked because this home is a perfect example of what I mean. Over the past 5 years, these homeowners have made the following list of improvements. Remodeling both of the bathrooms and the kitchen. They added an office downstairs to work from home. They refinished the floors and replaced all of the trim and doors. On the main floor, they replaced all of the windows. They've repainted a couple of times. They fixed the drainage in the backyard, replaced the furnace and the hot water heater, and they replaced the roof. Oh, and they put an electric charger out front too. That is Diva ready. This house is practically new, but let's be honest, it's a whole lot more charming than new construction. Option 3, sell your existing home, then start the process of buying up to your next home. This is by far my favorite option for a few reasons. 1, you know exactly how much money you'll have for the next home before we start your search process. 2, it takes a bit of pressure off of your finances. You aren't stretching yourself thin with 2 mortgages like you would with the previous option. This process is pretty straightforward. We get your home Diva ready, preferably in the spring. You sell your home and move into temporary housing. Then we start the search process for your new home during what we usually call buyer season, which here in Seattle is in the summer. Check out Rocky's recent video he made for tips on how to buy a home in 2023. It has a ton of information you'll need to make this process as smooth as possible. Option 4, buy your next home and rent your existing home. Okay, here we are at the controversial option. Buy a new home and then rent your existing home. It's not always the right time to sell a home. Or maybe you have a small enough monthly payment that renting your old home makes more sense. I do have clients who are better off waiting to sell because of market conditions or personal attachment to their home. For them, the right advice is to rent. It can be a hard transition from homeowner to landlord, so it's a really good idea to do what my favorite artist says. Call me maybe. You made it all the way to the very end of this video. Great job! But I just remembered another tip. We'll call it bonus tip for option number 2, a bridge loan. Some lenders have a lending product called a bridge loan. This is where they will finance the gap between you buying your next home and moving in, and then they get paid when we sell your existing home. You do need a lot of equity in your home in order to make this work, but this is definitely a real option for a lot of Seattle home buyers. If you're interested in this, I am happy to send you some lender recommendations. All right, there you have it. All the options I've got for you to buy your next home and sell your current home. Let's do a quick recap. Option 1, buy contingent. Option 2, buy your next home and then immediately sell your existing home. Option 3, sell your existing home, then start the process of buying up to your next home. Option 4, buy your next home and rent your existing home. And let's not forget to talk about bridge loans if that's going to work for you. This is Roy with Team Diva at Coldwell Banker Bain here in Seattle. Bye!